Welcome back to Transfer Talk on Football Daily, where it is all happening this week. Deals are being made throughout the Premier League and beyond, so here are all the best stories you need to be on top of. Let's go. We start with a move that could be confirmed by the time this video goes live. Adama Traore switched from Wolves to Spurs. It's no secret Antonio Conte has been keen to make the Spaniard his first signing in North London, with many predicting Traore could become the next great right wing back under the Italian. Spurs have been working hard to make Conte's wishes come true and have been locked in negotiations with Wolves over the past week. Sky Sports understands a £15 million offer was rejected by the West Midlands outfit, who want closer to £25 million. But with Monday's deadline approaching, it appears a compromise is close. This would be something of a blow to Wolves, who wanted to keep Traore at the Molineux, especially after their impressive start to life under Bruno that has left them just 4 points off the top 4 after 21 games. However, with Traore's contract expiring in 2023, it looks like they are prepared to press on without the 25-year-old. But for Tottenham, this is just the start of a hectic few days in the market. Brace yourself Spurs, as your new transfer chief Fabio Paratici appears to be in overdrive this month. First up for the Italian is removing the deadwood in the squad to make space for new arrivals. As covered on EFD this Monday, Tanguy Ndombele is closing in on a loan move to PSG, with the latest reports claiming the Parisians will cover his entire £200,000 per week wages and have an option to buy in the summer. Daniel Levy, however, is holding up proceedings by pushing for an immediate permanent deal. Mauricio Pochettino is also keen on Dele Alli, with the player's agent Pini Zahavi reportedly offering the Englishman to the French giants once more. But PSG sporting director Leonardo is no longer a fan of Dele, with his focus fully on Ndombele. A more likely destination for the midfielder is Newcastle, with the Telegraph claiming the Magpies have opened talks over a loan move of their own. But perhaps a more concrete departure could be Giovanni Lo Celso. The Argentinian recently took to Instagram to prove he was fit after being dropped by Conte, boosting speculation he is on his way out. Estadio Deportivo believes a return to Real Betis or a switch to Sevilla could be on the cards this winter. But what about arrivals? Along with Traore, there are plenty of names doing the rounds. Football Insider claims Spurs want Angers teenage striker Mohamed Ali Sow in a £17 million deal, and have also inquired about Fiorentina's Moroccan midfielder Sofiane Amrabat. But the most exciting news confirmed by Fabrizio Romano is that the Lily Whites have moved ahead of Liverpool in the race for Porto's Colombian goal machine Luis Diaz. The player is sold by the prospect of working with Conte and could arrive in the next few days for a price starting at €45 million. With Franck Kessie also under consideration, this is shaping up to be an extremely exciting window for Tottenham after all. Spurs fans, do you like what you hear? Let us know in the comments. Now, we couldn't have a transfer talk without Newcastle United, could we? And what do you know, it's been another hectic week for their Saudi owners. First, Sky Sports revealed that a loan move for Jesse Lingard was on the verge of collapse, after Man United demanded a sizable loan fee rumoured to be as much as £10 million. Then, to make matters worse, the Magpies' pursuit of Sevilla centre-half Diego Carlos fell apart when the Andalusians decided to not sell the Brazilian so late in the window. It has left the Toon relentlessly scratching around Europe for new targets in what has been a wild hunt so far. Step forward Bruno Guimarães, Lyon's exciting Brazilian midfielder making headlines this season. Late on Tuesday night, Newcastle bid a massive £33.5 million for the 24-year-old. The File Gons were expected to demand for Guimarães in the summer. What's more, L'Equipe believe the Toon are willing to quadruple his wages to around £160,000 per week. The riches on offer might be enticing to Bruno, but as Newcastle have discovered on countless occasions, money isn't always enough, especially with Arsenal also chasing him. But in what will be music to everyone's ears in Northumberland, it appears Newcastle will pull off one of the shocks of the window, with Fabrizio Romano reporting that the midfielder is currently undergoing a medical over in South America. Anything can still happen, so don't hold your breath, but make no mistake, this signing will be a huge boost to Newcastle's survival hopes. Jesse Lingard might be stuck at United, but one English international who could be heading out on loan this winter is Liverpool defender Joe Gomez. The former Charlton man missed almost the entirety of last season with knee problems, and has returned to find himself stuck behind Van Dijk, Matip and Konate in the pecking order. Klopp has handed him just 14 minutes in the Premier League this term, leaving his Liverpool career at something of a crossroads. A potential move to Aston Villa could therefore be exactly what he needs. According to Football Insider, Villa boss Steven Gerrard is a huge admirer of Gomez, having already made an approach for him this window. And now that Axel Tuanzebe has left the Villains to join Napoli, the club are ready to make another attempt to sign the 11-capped England international. So far so good, but there is a hitch. Football Insider believe Liverpool will only let go of one centre-half, with Nat Phillips ahead of Gomez in the departure lounge. Phillips has been the subject of interest from PSV Eindhoven, plus a failed £7 million bid from Watford and looks more likely to leave considering Gomez's ability to also cover at fullback. Whatever happens, Villa need a new centre-half, so let's see who ends up filling that vacancy. Next up is a big development in the future of Man United's forgotten midfielder Donny van de Beek. A 2020 move to Old Trafford has proven nothing short of disastrous for the Dutchman, who despite costing £34.7 million, has only ever started 11 times in the Premier League and Europe for his new employers. It had been hoped Ralf Rangnick's appointment at the end of November would finally hand Van der Beek an opportunity to shine, but sadly his United career has remained on hold. Under the German he has played merely 6 minutes in the league, the least of any active squad member in that time, and unsurprisingly Van der Beek is still desperate to leave. Fortunately for the former Ajax captain, a saviour could be on the horizon. According to Fabrizio Romano, Crystal Palace are locked in a battle with Spanish outfit Valencia for his services. This comes after interest from sides including Everton, Newcastle and Borussia Dortmund. Amazingly, the report claims Rangnick is reluctant to let him go, but neither of the interested parties are backed down just yet, with Palace in particular pushing for a deal. Any transfer will only be a 6-month loan, with United uninterested in losing the 19-cap Dutchman permanently. And it's unlikely any agreement will be struck until United have secured a midfield target of their own. That said, Van der Beek simply needs to play. Fingers crossed United finally wake up to that reality and give him the chance to remind everyone of his qualities. Finally, we are at Arsenal to see what Dušan Vlahović's entirely predictable £63 million move to Juventus means for the Gunners. The Londoners can finally give up their ambitions of signing the Serbian, and fortunately there are 3 big-name strikers being linked with a switch to the Emirates. First up is Lille forward Jonathan David, who featured yesterday on Euro Transfer Talk. The Canadian, who has scored 16 in 30 appearances for Les Dogs this term, has been linked with a £50 million plus move to PSG. However, multiple reports believe he is now firmly on Arsenal's radar. But with Lille still competing in the Champions League and pushing for a top 3 finish in Ligue 1, it's hard to see any move happening until the summer. The same can be said for Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who the Evening Standard also claims is wanted by Mikel Arteta. The 11-capped England international will come with an asking price of over £60 million. But again, it would be crazy if Everton sold in this winter. After a turbulent few months that has seen the Toffees sack both their manager and sporting director, sell Luca Digne and plunge down the table, selling DCL with their Premier League safety under genuine threat could spell the end of Farhad Moshiri at Goodison Park. Which leads us nicely to Alexander Isak. The Swedish marksman has a £75 million release clause in his contract at Real Sociedad, which can be activated this month. Though Arsenal may try drive that price down, especially considering he's only struck 4 times in the Liga this term. But whether Isak also wants to move is another question, with the Mirror reporting that the 22-year-old isn't sold on Arsenal as his next step. The club's board also has plenty of work to do finding a new home for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, tying up a loan move for Arthur Melo, and sorting out the future of Bernd Leno in goal. But as their 0-0 draw with Burnley showed, they desperately need a forward, so watch this space ahead of Monday. Gunners fans, who do you want? Join the debate below. So guys, that was transfer talk for another week. As ever, lots of these stories are in a very changeable situation and some might have even been completed before this video goes live. But if you did enjoy the video, please smash that like button and why don't you subscribe to Football Daily while you're at it. Thanks very much for watching and I'll catch you next time.